Brad Williams, Excel Prime. We're going to talk briefly about Excel's go-to special command. Section 4.3, what is Excel go-to special command? What is the go-to special? To the right is a figure, and the figure illustrates some of the go-to special features. Constants. Selects all non-empty cells that don't contain formulas. Use the checkboxes under the formula options to choose what types of non-formula cells to include. Formulas. Select cells that contain formulas. For example, if I have 30 different formulas on this worksheet and I go to the go-to special, hit formulas, and I want this information, I hit go, and it's going to take me to each of those formulas. If I have blank cells, you can go through and identify blank cells individually. If you have a current region, select a rectangular range of cells around the active cell. This range is determined by surrounding blank rows and columns. You can press Control-Shift+* to identify current regions. Current array. If there's a current array, you can select current array and it will identify any current arrays. Any objects, any row differences, any column differences, any precedence, dependents, last cell, visible cell only, conditional formats, data validation. We will go to Home, Editing, Find and Select, Go to Special, and here's the actual Go to Special box. And if we want to see any blank cells, we hit OK. Within this range, you'll see the blank cells. Just click any box to clear. Go back to Select, Go to Special. Here we're going to see any formulas. Are there any formulas in our range here? There is a formula here. You can see in B6 in the name box, because both of these are highlighted, it's going to show there's ranges in two different rows. A6, A7, and this is a concatenate. All we did was we took A7 and we concatenated it with a text. We took A6 and did the same thing. If you didn't use that go-to special, you wouldn't know there was a formula here. And let's try one last time. Find and select, go to special. We will see if there are any constants. And you can see there's constants here. And what is a constant? A constant is select all non-empty cells that don't contain formulas. Use the checkbox under the formula options to choose any cells. Now note, you can see this is all text information. You could see that in A1, there's a number, and we can identify the number by going up to, in the ribbon, going to Home, Number, and we know in the general format, this is identified as a number. It's a shortcut. We also recognize that a constant is text, and the previous test, we showed that here in B6 and B7, there's a formula, and that information was not highlighted. So it's just a nifty little feature, the go-to special, that will pinpoint some obvious and some rather non-obvious information. And lastly, let's check to see where the last row might be. If you have a large set of data in your worksheet, let's say you have 600 columns and there's a mixture of empty rows and empty columns. The columns go out to, let's say, letter AA, and it's not visible either on a large monitor screen or on your laptop. Use this go-to special to go to the ribbon Home, Find and Select, go to Special, hit last row, hit OK, and you're going to see there's no red, yellow, green lights to indicate where the last row is. If you look to see that row 26 is highlighted, that'll indicate the last row. Brad Williams, Excel Prime. See you soon.